Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Bill Haney needs to chill, and I mean that. Bill Haney needs to just chill out, man. I don't see anything good coming out of Bill Haney. Insulting Adrian Broner, calling him the N-word, calling him the MFer, calling him the B-word. Just being ignorant. Nothing good's going to come out of it. I'm telling y'all right now, anybody who has just been around, if you've just been around for a little while, you know when it comes to disrespect and when you're dealing with people who have those guys sitting on the sidelines who are ignorant, you know at any time things can go left. And I think Bill Haney is getting carried away. Don't get me wrong, I think a lot of it's entertaining, some of it's funny, but then some of it, in my opinion, is just going too far and taking it to the stupid. Now, when I watch Adrian Broner, and then I watch Ryan Garcia's dad, and I watch how Bernard Hopkins responds to Bill Haney, it's obvious that Bill Haney is more than qualified in knowing how to get under a person's skin. And he's laughing and joking because he thinks that it's funny. But I'm telling you, it's just not good. I'm going to give you a quick story, right? I had a guy that we used to all, in the gym working out. We were all cool. And I had two buddies we used to roll, man. We used to go out and we used to chill, man. And every time we went out, we were all about the girls, always. So we'd go out, maybe two or three of us. But the least amount of time we had to stay wherever we were to hook up with a little female and be out. That's how it was, right? The whole mission was to go out there, man, and hook up with something. It wasn't to be hanging around there with each other drinking. We hit the club, be like, all right, I'll catch up with you. We used to be like on a mission, But there's one guy, man, he used to hear the stories and shit about us and having fun and always see us with different girls and stuff like that. Hold on a second. Hello? Okay, she's on the way right now with pajamas. She said he may want to wear pajamas.
Okay.
So
I'll have Miss Thomas keep this other pair then and put him in whatever she's bringing.
that's fine.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Bye. So this guy, right? Okay. This guy wanted to come in, I always hear you guys out having fun. Y'all always with a bunch of girls, different girls. And he used to always, he was a hater. He used to always have something to say about me because I used to get the word. He would tell them girls and shit, man. Oh, man, that guy, by my real name. But listen, he was like, hey, that guy Hood Champion. Man, he's a pretty boy. Every time I see him, he's with a different female. And one time, right? Tell you how much of a hater he was. We were at a beach party. And, I came in there, I brought rum punch and shit. And when I brought the rum punch, I had like 5 bottles. So I came in there and I put I gave 2 to my boy who was throwing the party. I put them and said, yo, man, here. And then the other 3 bottles, of course, I'm out here looking for the table with the girls and shit. So I find this table with a bunch of girls. I go say, hey, here's a bottle of rum punch for y'all. Because now they got to see me and I got to see them. And they're like, oh, thank you, whatever. So once they start drinking and shit, of course, that right there was a conversation piece. That was my way to break the ice. And me and my homeboy, he was Dominican, we sitting there laughing and shit. Because that's just how we move. So anyway, the girls, right? Something. Anyway, it got back to me that 2 of the girls were asking their friend, right? Who's that guy over there? Who's that guy? And so this one chick, she was probably the most attractive one. The most attractive one out of the whole fucking party, right? She comes over to talk to me. So then I stand up and we're talking, and this fucking hater, he comes over, right? He's drinking a beer. This is what he says. He goes, oh man, goddamn Hood Champion. But he called me by my real name. You always got all the females, man. Let us have some, man. Every time I see you with another female, you were just with another one yesterday. And yo, man, I had to take a deep breath because I was like, this hater And the girl was like, oh, so you were with another female yesterday? And I said, I'm single. I was like, so I talk to who I want to talk to. And she was like, oh, okay. So just like, you single. You don't know me. You can talk to who you want to talk to. Anybody in this party. And she was like, all right. So she grabbed my hand and we took off walking down the beach, right? And he was miserable. But I knew then, like, this guy is a fucking problem. Anyway, we were going out one day and we were at the gym working out. It was a Friday. Nobody was in the gym on Friday. We used to be in there on Friday, lifting weights and talking shit. And he happened to be in there. He wanted to go with us, right? So I was like, yeah, whatever, man. You know, you can roll. But I remember I was like, I don't know about this guy. He runs his mouth too much, man. I didn't forget about him hating on me either. So anyway, we go out. He met us. He didn't come with us. We told him where we were going. He met us in there. And while inside there, he was talking a lot of shit. Just about girls, guys. I mean, just his energy was crazy. And I remember I told him on my way, I was like, yo, you got to chill out, man. I was like, you out here talking shit to these guys. You got, you're talking about these girls in here. I was like, you gotta chill out. Anyway, he didn't listen. So about like 2 weeks later, right, there were some guys who I knew down at a boxing gym. I was in there and one guy came up to me and was like, hey, you know that guy named so-and-so, right? Now, I knew him. I knew his name. I didn't know him. But of course, I'm not going to say too much. I was like, nah, I really don't know him. And he was like, yeah, he was with y'all up in the club. I was like, okay. I said, I really don't know him, but I know he talking about, what about him? Because I ain't trying to get caught up in that shit. And he told me, the guy must think it's a game. He's saying this, he's saying that. I said, all right. I said, well, yeah, man, you talk to him. What you telling me for? That ain't my business. Anyway, we were at a club, and they ran up on his ass in the club. And I guess somebody approached him about what he was saying. He got smart, and it didn't go very well for him. They messed him up. He had to get reconstructive surgery to his jaw and face, and to this day, he doesn't talk the same. And when I see what Bill Haney is doing, the insults, the cussing, the disrespect to everyone, the stirring the pot, and I know he's just trying to promote a fight, but there's some similarities here. And what I see with Bill Haney, I just see somebody who's going to be someone on the sideline from somebody else's camp. Although Bill Haney is 61 or whatever, he wants to come out here and get down in the weeds with the young boys, and he wants to put off that negative energy, right? I think what's going to return to him isn't going to be very nice. And I'm just telling you, man, I'm a retired guy. I live a good life. There's no money on this YouTube shit for me. $200-300 a month, maybe. Okay, shit's a joke unless I get my numbers up and do lives and start interviewing people. Right now, ain't no money in this. I just like boxing, so I talk about it. But I'm just telling you, when I was even now, but when I was younger, man, I'm telling you, being out and partying, I got kids now. I don't do none of that shit. But when I was a younger guy, man, from age like 11 up to like fucking 33, out in the middle of everything, there was always one person with a big ass mouth. And 10 times out of 10, at some point in time, shit caught up with that person. And they either got their ass tore out their frame or something worse, got killed. I'm just telling you, man, because they got people out here who they get tired of your bullshit. And with Bill Haney, I do think that little shove that Bernard gave him, that was like a warning shot of what's to come if he doesn't stop, what they say, trolling people. Stop trolling people. Stop effing with people. And I just think Bill Haney's out of control. Yeah, it's boxing. Yeah, it's fun. Some of that shit he does is funny to me. But I'm just watching what's going on now. And to me, the writing's on the wall. If Bill Haney keeps coming out here wanting to call people, like he called Adrian Broner. Broner talks the same way, but he was like, you bitch ass N-word, right? And I was like, okay, damn, this man out here talking about he's Muslim and they're trying to set the example for kids. He's 61 or something like that. I'm like, what's Bill Haney doing? I'm like, okay, he's doing this shit thinking it's all fun and all laughs. I'm like, he's getting carried away now. Because I'm not too concerned about Adrian Broner or any of these boxers. My concern is the little guys on the sideline who want that tap on the back, like pat on the back, like, all right, good job. And I do think if Bill continues this, just watch. I ain't a rocket scientist. I'm just telling you from experience. I think somebody gonna hit him in his mouth. I do. I'm not wishing that on him, but he's got to change up his energy, in my opinion. He can do what he wants, but if he wants to avoid what's coming his way, because he's putting that bullshit energy into the world, I just think he's going to come back to bite him in the ass. And it's not going to be good for him at all. And if it don't get him, it may get Devin. He better be careful what he's doing. It's just too, it's like all fun right now. He's laughing, he's smiling, he thinks it's just a joke. I just don't think it's a joke when you're out here just, it's one thing to say, my son will beat this person, my son will whip this person's ass, but it's some real disrespectful stuff that's being said. And I don't know from where that's coming from, why he think that shit is okay, but I don't know. But anyway, y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.